Hello everyone. In this lesson, I'm going to introduce you some basic concepts of algebra. First of all, what is algebra? Algebra is a branch of mathematics which provides us the means to solve problems where at least one quantity is unknown. That unknown quantity is called as the variable. In algebra, we use combination of letters and numbers to express mathematical relationships. Now, I'll go over some basic terminology which is frequently used in algebra. First of all, what is algebraic expression? Algebraic expression is a combination of numbers and letters. For example, 6yz. So it involves a number 6 and the letters are y and z. So 6yz is an algebraic expression. Second example is 3a plus 2b plus c, where the numbers are 3, 2 and 1 and the letters are a, b and c. So this is a combination of numbers and letters. So it is algebraic expression. I'll consider another expression. Let's say you have 5 plus 3 minus 2. This is free from letters. So this is arithmetic expression. This is not algebraic expression. This is simply arithmetic expression. Next is term. Terms are the portions of algebraic expressions separated by plus and minus sign. For example, if I consider first expression, it has two parts, 5x, and the second part is 2y, and they are separated by plus sign. So here the first term is 5x and the second term is 2y. Again, second expression, it has two terms. First term is 3w and the second term is negative 4. Another word is monomial. Mono means one. So monomial is an algebraic expression consisting of one term. For example, negative 3r. So it has only one term. This is called as monomial. Another example is 4t. Right? 4t means only one term. So this is monomial. Next we have polynomial. Poly means many. Any algebraic expression consisting of two terms, three terms, or more terms is called as polynomial. If expression consists of two terms, then it is called as binomial. Bi means two. If it consists of three terms, then it is called as trinomial. Tri means three. Now here we have two terms, a and 2b, so this is binomial. In the next expression, we have three terms, so this is trinomial. Next on the list is coefficients. Coefficients are the letters and the numbers which are used in factors or in multiplication of a term. Let's say we have this expression, right? Now here, if I want to write down the coefficient of a, that is negative 6b. My term consisting of a is negative 6ab. If I want to write down the coefficient of a, I'll drop it down and write down the rest. So I have negative 6b. So coefficient of a is negative 6b. Next, coefficient of b. So I'll drop b now and the remaining factor is negative 6a. Next, coefficient of x. Coefficient of x. Term consisting of x is positive 3x. When I drop x, the remaining factor is 3. So coefficient of x is 3. Same way I can write down the coefficient of x square, which is negative 3. Any term free from letter is called constant term, and in this expression constant term is. Next we have like and unlike terms. Like terms are the terms which have the same letter coefficient. Let's say you have expression 4x plus 3x. Now this expression has like terms 4x and 3x because their letters x are same, right? So 4x and 3x are like terms. If I consider another expression, let's say 4x minus 3y, here letters changes. In first term I have letter x and in second term letter is y. So these are unlike terms. Another example of unlike terms is 4x minus 3x squared. Though the letters are same, x, but the exponent here is different from here. Here the exponent is 1. So 4x and 3x squared, they are not like terms. They are unlike terms. Now next, addition and subtraction of algebraic expressions. The rule of algebra says we can add and subtract only the like terms. We cannot add or subtract unlike terms, right? Now when we want to add any expression, we'll combine the like terms first. Now in first expression, all the terms have the same letter, which is x, so they can be added all together. So I'll simply add the numbers. So my numbers here are 3 plus 5, negative 3 plus 1, right? That comes out to be 6, and I'll write down the letter here. So the answer is 6x. Next expression, here we have some like terms and some are unlike terms, right? Let's combine the like terms first. So I'll write down 4x. To combine negative 2x, I'll move here, right? And then 3y stands alone. There's no other like term with 3y, so it stays as it is. Then I have two constant terms. I'll write them together. So 6 minus 1. Now I can add the like and I can add the like terms. So 4x minus 2x is 2x. 3y stands alone. And then 6 minus 1 is 5. Next we have simplifying the brackets. If you have plus sign outside the bracket, simply open the brackets. Let's say you have 2y plus 3x in the first expression. When you open the second bracket, because outside we have positive sign, so simply open the bracket y negative 4x, right? And now we can combine the like terms. So 2y goes with y. When we add them together, we get 3y. And 3x minus 4x becomes negative x, right? In the second expression, we have negative sign outside the bracket. So we'll change the sign of all the terms inside the bracket. Let's open the bracket now. So we have 2y plus 3x. When you open the second bracket, because it has negative sign outside, so we'll write down negative y, and this negative times this negative becomes positive. So we'll change the sign of each term inside. So this becomes positive 4x. Now we can combine the like terms. So 2y combines with negative y, right? And that gives us y. When you combine 3x and positive 4x, you get 7x. Okay, let's practice this technique now. So I have two expressions here. One is in bracket and second is 6y negative 2y, right? First of all, we'll open the bracket. When you open the bracket, you will take care of the sign outside it. There's no sign means it's positive sign. So we can simply open the bracket without changing the sign, right? When you open the bracket, you get this expression. And now it's time to combine the terms, the like terms. So negative 3x combines with 10x, right? And then y terms plus 4y plus 6y minus 2y, right? You can skip this step if you want to and simply jump to the next step, like the terms. when you add negative 3x and 10x, you get 7x. And when you add and subtract y terms, you get 8y. Next example, we have negative sign outside the bracket. So take care, you need to change the sign of each term inside the bracket. And also you need to multiply each term by 2. Outside you have negative 2, which is being multiplied with each term inside the bracket. So when you open the bracket, you get negative 6b, negative 10a, negative 2b. Right? Now it's time to combine the terms. So 16a goes with negative 10a. 16a minus 10a is 6a. Next, combine b terms. So negative 6b, negative 2b is negative 8b. Next, we have evaluating algebraic expression. Evaluation means we'll plug in the value of the variable in the expression. Now, first expression is 2x plus 3. So simply plug in x equal to 4. So this becomes 2 times 4 plus 3, which is 8 plus 3, and that gives you 11. Second example is you have a classroom 12 meter long and 9 meter wide. We need to find how many square meters are there in the room. That means we need to find the area. Now, the formula to calculate the area of a classroom is length times width. Now, length here is 12 meter, right? And the width is 9 meter. So simply multiply them. 12 times 9. We'll plug in values of length and width in the formula, 12 and 9, and then multiply them. So you get 108 meter square. That is the units of area. It's time to check your understanding. Please pause the video for 4 minutes and come back to see the answers. Thank you, everyone.